Hello, 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 guys. Welcome back to episode number 8 of our save here with OKS, trying to take them from the Amateur League all the way to the Champions League. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are having fun watching this series. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast recording these videos and playing through the save game, and kind of the story that we're creating here with OKS is just so much fun. I'm having a hoot of a time. And yeah, I hope you guys are too. So, you may be wondering, why are we right now on the manager's landing page? Why is this the page I've chosen to start this episode on? It's because our season has been going very, 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 very well. And it's been going so well, in fact, that if you look here on the managers tab, you'll see something very, very special, that we're wanted by Kolding IF. So, Kolding IF are a 2 division team, or in Danish, a toe division team. They are struggling quite a bit right now. If we look at the table, they are 11th. They've won 4 games all season long. Yeah, they're not doing well. They've lost pretty much every league game this month. It's not going well, my dudes. It's not going well. So, they came in, they were like, hi, we want to interview you, we want to offer you the job. Obviously, I rejected it straight away. I said, no, thank you. I don't want anything apart from OKS for life. So, that's how good it's going. It's going very well. But, if you can tell by the title, today is not about OKS. Today is, in-game, is the 18th of December 2022. Which is a very, very, very special day in world football this year, because it is the FIFA World Cup Final. FIFA World Cup. So I thought today we'll change it up just for like one episode. We'll do a quick episode on the World Cup. I thought it would be fun. I thought we could start from the group stages and kind of see who did well, who didn't do well, and who advanced. And obviously we're going to attend the final. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you who's there. I know who's in the final because I had to click it to attend, but I don't know how those 2 teams got there. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see the story of this World Cup. And yeah, we'll check out some stats. We'll check out, who's been playing very well, who's not been playing very well, and how Denmark did. I don't even know if they're in the World Cup. But yeah, I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a good time. So I guess we'll start with the group stages. Okay, so Group A. Let's see how this World Cup unfolded, shall we? Ukraine, USA, Morocco, Qatar. Ukraine and USA went through. Wow, this is a crazy group. Everybody won and everybody lost one. So 6 points, 6 points, 3 points, 3 points. So it could have gone really either way. Qatar, who did Qatar beat? Qatar beat Morocco, that's fair enough. Ukraine beat Qatar, Morocco, so USA had to beat Qatar and Ukraine. So Ukraine and USA go through. I would have expected that from this group. That would have been my exact. That would have been my exact guess. Maybe Ukraine and Morocco, maybe, but yeah, Ukraine, USA. It's pretty fair. There's no real big upsets or anything like that. So let's go on to the next group. Nigeria, Sweden, Portugal, Costa Rica. Wow, Portugal didn't make it through. That is crazy. That's the first crazy result of the World Cup so far. Nigeria topped this group. I would have expected them to finish 3rd in this group. Wow. So Portugal missed out by 1 point. So they beat Costa Rica. That's fair enough. Costa Rica lost all their games. They drew against Portugal. That means they lost against Nigeria. Whoa, that must have been some kind of celebration in Nigeria when they beat Portugal. Can we see that result? Taiwo Awoniyi, a former Liverpool player, scored 2 in the last 20 minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo scored in the 72nd minute, and then they come back 1 minute later with a goal, and then 4 minutes from time, Nigeria finished the game off. Oh my God, what a result. Sweden played predictably well. No surprises there, but Portugal, I would have expected Portugal to top this group, but hey, all right. Our first African team through to the next round, to the second round. So in Group C, Austria, Argentina, Croatia, New Zealand. Wow, that's kind of a tough group. That's a really, really tough group. That's like Austria, Argentina, Croatia are all in like the top 20 of like the world ranking. So that's a very, very hard group. Croatia didn't make it through. Wow. That's another kind of surprising thing. They were in the final last World Cup, so that surprised me. Austria topped this group. I would have not expected that. They topped it by 1 point, 7 points to 6 compared to Argentina. They didn't lose. They went unbeaten. So who did they beat? They beat New Zealand. They beat Argentina. Wow. So they drew against Croatia. Wow. And Argentina, they lost one and then they won their other games. So not good enough from Croatia. They won one, draw one, lost one, so they're out. So they were out kind of early. But all right. Austria and Argentina through in Group C. Group D. Brazil, Mexico, Netherlands, North Macedonia. Wow, that's a very, very tough group. In like real life football, North Macedonia have kind of been on a rise. They've been playing phenomenal football. I like watching them. I really, really like watching them. I like how they play. And they beat Germany and they almost qualified for the World Cup in real life. They lost to Portugal, was it? In the final of like the playoff or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, very good show from them. Sadly, they didn't do quite well in the FM World Cup. But wow, Holland, Netherlands didn't make it through. I would have expected Brazil and Netherlands to go through. So Brazil understandably won all their games. That's fair enough. Mexico beat Holland 3-0 and they beat North Macedonia 2-0. Wow, Brazil only conceded 1 goal this whole group stage. That's kind of impressive. But wow, another big behemoth of football is out. Portugal is out. Holland is out. Croatia is out. This is shaping up to be some kind of World Cup. I wonder if like the fixtures have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? If it's like, because it's in December, maybe some players were injured or something. I don't know. But hey, fair enough. Wow, Germany, Ivory Coast, South Korea, Belgium. That's definitely the group of death. Holy moly. That's a crazy group. So Germany win all their games. They played 3-1-3, fair enough. Ivory Coast. Wow, Belgium finished bottom of their group. That's kind of crazy. They finished dead last. They didn't win a single game. Belgium didn't win a single game. How are they first in like the actual FIFA ranking? Sometimes I wonder. But so they drew one against Ivory Coast and they lost their other 2 games. Wow, so South Korea and Ivory Coast, it went down to the final day, right? So Ivory Coast lost against Germany. South Korea beat Belgium. So, okay, it was over before then. They knew they were qualified, but wow. Wow. That is some kind of result. All right, Ivory Coast, Germany, welcome to the next round. So France, Colombia, Jamaica, Japan in Group F. France topped the group. 15 goals for, 2 against. That's pretty awesome. Whoa, they scored 8 goals against Japan. Let's find that game. Here we are. So, Pogba got a hat-trick. Hernandez, Olise, Mbappe with 2 penalties, and Benzema scored. Wow. 8-0. Japan didn't win a single game. I would have expected them to at least beat Jamaica, maybe draw with Colombia. Something like that would have been my expectation. But okay, holy moly artichoke. That is some kind of result. So France won every single game. They absolutely bossed this round. That was like a very easy round for them. Colombia, yeah, I would have expected Colombia to go through with them, but not Japan to finish bottom. But hey, all right. Group F, World Cup full of surprises so far. Wow, Spain, England, Egypt, Saudi. That's kind of a tough group. That's like, there's not a lot of easy games in that group. It's like a good group for Liverpool fans. There's like Mohamed Salah in Egypt, Jordan Henderson, Alexander-Arnold in England, Thiago in Spain. It'll be like a nice one for the fans to watch, I guess. But England and Spain understandably go through. Spain won 2. They drew against England. Oh, England only won 1 game and they drew 2. So they kind of scraped that round. They drew 1-1 against Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's not good enough for England, but hopefully they'll do better in the next round. So that's Group G, and the final group, Group H, Italy, Tunisia, Iran, Uruguay. Wow, Uruguay finished bottom. And just like Belgium, they didn't win a single game. 0 games won. That's crazy. They drew 2. Who did they lose against? They lost against Iran? Wow. My mind is blown right now. Italy and Tunisia go through. Italy won 2 and drew 1, and Tunisia scraped the group just. They won 1, draw 1, lost 1. But hey, they're through. That's like right? The third African team, I think. Africa's represented in this World Cup. All right, second round. So, Sweden. Sweden beats Ukraine 2-1. Austria beats Mexico 2-2. And then on penalties, that's a good result for Austria. I would have expected Mexico to go through. Nigeria beat USA. Wow, that's a great result. They must be partying. They beat Portugal. They beat USA in the same World Cup. I always use Nigeria. Did you guys ever play the game Pro Evolution Soccer? Like a few years ago, like PS3, PS2 era. I always used Nigeria when I played international games. They were so good. They were so fast. Obafemi Martins, Kanu, Okocha. One of their goalkeepers was really, really good as well. I forgot his name, but yeah, I always really back Nigeria. So I'm glad to see them doing well this World Cup so far. Wow, Brazil, Argentina. That's a crazy, crazy cool game. A lot of people think this year in real life that's going to be the World Cup final, Brazil, Argentina. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so Brazil beat Argentina on penalties. Colombia beat Germany 3-3 and then on penalties. That's pretty awesome. Tunisia's run comes to an end against Spain 3-0. Wow, France beat Ivory Coast 7-0. 7-0. That's bananas. Italy beat England 2-1, so they're another World Cup or another like international thing without a win for England. Quarterfinal time. Austria beat Sweden. Wow. I would not have expected that. Austria beat Sweden. Spain beat Colombia. Brazil beat Nigeria. France beat Italy. Oh, France against Italy. It's a rematch of the 2016 World Cup. There must have been a lot of like bad blood in that game. But all right. Semifinals. Brazil again lose to France. It's like I feel like they've been losing to France 1-0 quite a lot in recent World Cups. But hey, France beat Brazil 1-0 to book a place in the final, and Austria's kind of magical run comes to an end against Spain. So it's an all-European final. France against Spain, and then Brazil against Austria in their third place playoff. Wow, Austria finished third. They beat Brazil 1-0. Good for them. Very, very good for them. So that means our final is Spain against France. Do we want to look at the stats now? Yeah, let's do it. So France have scored 27 goals. That is bananas. The team who has scored the second most goals is, what is that? Like 14, right? 14 goals below them. So France have scored double the amount of goals that the second place team has. That's kind of crazy. Who has, let's see. Most shots for is Spain. Well, that's fair enough. They haven't been very clinical. They've shot 131 times and finished 12. They've scored 12 goals off 131 shots. That's kind of a bad. Is that not bad? That's like not that good, isn't it? Anyway. Oh, okay. So they've got 42% of shots on target. I guess their goalkeepers they were playing against were really good, or they weren't, placing shots very well. I don't know. Best pass completion and most possession is Egypt. 94% for Egypt. Nigeria did quite well. Uruguay, Argentina. That's funny that France is nowhere here and they're in the final. Spain is in the final also with 93%, so they did quite well. And they passed, 1,700 times more than first place. And they only had 1% less accuracy, so they've been very, very clinical. Most possession, 61% average possession for 3 games. That's pretty good. Spain, again, doing very well. In 6 matches, they've averaged 57%. So every single game, basically, they've averaged more than their opponents in possession. That's pretty awesome. Clean sheets. Let's see this. Spain right now on paper, I would say if I was just looking at all these stats and stuff, Spain are not to be taken lightly. I know France has scored like 1 7-0 game, 1 8-0 game, so like 15 goals scored, but yeah, they're not. Spain might be the favorites right now. I don't know. Statistically, they're doing very, very well. They've kept 5 clean sheets. They've only conceded 1 goal. Am I reading that correctly? They've conceded 1 goal the whole World Cup. That is crazy. Yeah, I would say they might be the favorites this year. And I live in France, so I don't say that lightly. But Well, France have got 4 clean sheets, but they've conceded 4 goals, so that's not too good. But all right. What else? What other stats can we look at? Who scored the most goals? Yeah, that's what I want to see. Kylian Mbappe has 8 goals. I think the record is 11 by Miroslav Klose. Is it not 11? It might be 11. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, 8 goals for one World Cup for a 23-year-old is phenomenal. Mbappe is playing for Real Madrid in real life with Benzema. Gabriel Jesus is playing for, I think he's playing for Liverpool in real life. I mean, in the game. Yeah, he is. He's playing for Liverpool. So Liverpool have Haaland and Jesus up front, which is pretty awesome. Well, let's see what else we have here. Not the detailed one. Player of the matches. Most player of the matches was Mbappe and Sweden. By the way, guys, Denmark didn't make this World Cup, right? I'm not crazy. We didn't see them anywhere, so that kind of sucks. Luis Diaz in his first World Cup gets the most dribbles. That's pretty awesome. He dribbled 11 times more than the second place, which was a Nigerian player called Osayi Samuel. Bukayo Saka did quite well. Pedro Porro, I don't know what team he plays for. Oh, plays for Manchester City, of course. So who kept the most clean sheets? So Unai Simon is in goal for France, for Spain. Anything else? I don't know. I'm just looking to see who got the most red cards. So no surprises there. No one made it through. Penalties. Harry Kane scored 2 out of 2 penalties. So did Mbappe. Yes, Spain. Look, the crosses completed. Spain have been doing well. The headers won. What bothers me is apart from the goals, you see here all the top stats are almost all Spain. Headers won is Spain. Crosses completed, the top 2 are Spain. You don't see a lot of French players here, statistically, so I don't know. Could be spicy. Has the award been given out yet? No. Okay, so the awards are done, I guess, after the last game. That's it, really. I think that's what we've seen. We've seen how Spain and France have made it to the final, and I guess let's go. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, World Cup Final. Spain against France. Let's kick off. I put it on key highlights. My hands are up. I'm not going to touch it. Let's see what goes on. So both teams get to play in their home colors, which is always nice. Wow. The first 15 minutes, Spain has 64% possession. They have 4 times the expected goals than Spain and then France does right now. I'm telling you guys, Spain might be the favorites. Pedro Porro. Oh, good tackle from Mbappe. We didn't even check the lineups. I'm sorry, guys. We'll check the lineups next time the game pauses. Oh, good pass to Llorente. Wow, 1-0. 1-0 to Spain. 22 minutes in. Marcos Llorente, I guess. Upamecano makes kind of a bad mistake. Eric passes to Soler. Soler chips it through. Oh, Upamecano should have got that. Unlucky. Nothing Loris can do, I guess. All right. So, Unai Simon, Pedro Porro, Garcia. Sergio Ramos is still playing. Wow. Azpilicueta, Rodri, Pedri, Llorente, Carlos Soler, Ferran Torres, and Ansu Fati. And then on the bench, is there any... Thiago's on the bench, that's good. Laporte is on the bench. Alvaro Morata made the World Cup. That's kind of surprising. He's kind of fallen off a bit. Hector Bellerin too, I wouldn't have expected him to be there. David De Gea, I would have expected to start. But in real life, Unai Simon starts way more now, so makes sense. In France, Loris, Pavard, Upamecano, Varane, Theo Hernandez, Tanguy Nianzou is a phenomenal player. I don't know why more clubs aren't looking at him. He's a very, 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 very good player. So he's playing in the defensive mid, N'Golo Kante, Pogba, Griezmann, Mbappe, and Benzema. On the bench, Hernandez, Personal Kimpembe. Kurt Zouma made the World Cup squad. That's kind of crazy. Nabil Fekir makes sense. Giroud, cool. I think this might be his last World Cup. Tchouameni made the World Cup. Coman made the World Cup. But all right. 25 minutes in, Spain leads. Ooh. Pogba to Tio to Varane. They need to be doing better here, France. We need to see some attacking highlights. I don't think we've seen a single shot, right, from France yet so far. So Griezmann, Kante, they're trying to make something happen here. Kante's just playing calm football as he always does, making things happen. Griezmann. Kante, nice. Benzema finish. Come on. Oh, straight at the keeper. I think you guys could tell who I'm rooting for because I live in France. But halftime, wow, halftime, Spain leads 1-0. Let's hope France make a much, much, much better second half. I don't know. I don't know, my dudes. I don't know. Hernandez is booked. Mbappe swings across in. Penalty. Let's see. Referee blows his whistle. Penalty. Okay, VAR is checking for a penalty. Penalty awarded. Ramos pushed Nianzou. Oh, of course, Ramos. He's always in there with the controversial calls. Mbappe, wow, he levels it up. So this is the second World Cup final he scored in at like 24 years of age. Pretty impressive. And he scored 3 out of 3 penalties in this World Cup. All right, France. Pogba, nice. Varane, Tio. Mbappe. Oh, good run from Mbappe on the wing. Pogba. Okay, I thought he was going to shoot for a second. Mbappe, can he finish? Yes, he can. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a turnaround the last 10 minutes. 1 penalty and 1, like regular goal for Mbappe. That was a beautiful goal too. I thought Pogba just shot that for a second, but that was like a very, very nice pass from him. So Mbappe slots it in. Cool as you like. All right. 2-1. Good. That's a very good second half for France. Tio Hernandez has got to be careful. He's on a yellow card here. Let's hope Loris doesn't make any more silly mistakes like he did in the last World Cup final. Benzema, 3-1. That might be offside. That might be offside. Let's see what they're saying. I think it is. Goal disallowed. Yeah, yeah. He was offside by quite a bit. Oh, not that much, actually. That's like a VAR type call. So Pogba, Benzema, Mbappe, Varane. Seems like now they're finally like taking control of this game. And hey, in one game, they've Spain have conceded double what they've conceded the whole World Cup. Ooh, unlucky Mbappe. That was a nice shot. All right, 20 minutes left to play here. Hey, Loris, hey! What the heck, man? I've never seen a goalkeeper push that high up the field before. So Tio. Don't do anything silly, Tio. I would take him off if I was Didier Deschamps. He's on a yellow card right now. They don't need to risk it. They're winning 3-1, 2-1. They definitely don't need to risk their left back getting booked again and getting sent off and changing the complexion of the game. But hey, what do I know? Oh, Mbappe, nice. What a pass from Griezmann. What a pass. Is that a hat-trick? That's a hat-trick for Mbappe, right? Wow, a World Cup hat-trick. A World Cup final hat-trick. That is insane. I don't know if anyone has ever scored a World Cup final hat-trick. What a pass from Griezmann. And Mbappe slots it home. Again, cool as you like. From the same spot, same thing. All right. I think I would just take off Hernandez now. Maybe put in another defender. You know, take off someone else, put another defender, and just chill. They're 20 minutes away, or 10 minutes away from a double, a World Cup double. 2 World Cups in a row that France have won. Oh, unlucky. Mbappe almost gets 4 in one World Cup final game. So Thiago comes on, as does Gerrard. It's nice to see Thiago playing in a World Cup final. I don't know who's going to do well this year. It's like very up in the air. You know, a lot of teams aren't performing well, and it's going to be in December. All the teams are going to be kind of like tired and jaded and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting. Ooh, Loris saved that. Wow, wow, wow. I thought that was in. And time's up. France. France have won the 2022 Football Manager World Cup. Good job. Good job, France. I'm proud of you guys. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Yep, there we are. There's the trophy. So Hugo Lloris is going to lift it. Didier Deschamps, I guess. That's Didier Deschamps right there. Yeah. Good job. Good job, France. Proud of you guys. Come back to Paris. It's going to be pandemonium here. I don't think this will happen in real life. France doubled the World Cup this year, but hey, who am I to judge, you know? So, guys, that leaves us. That's the World Cup episode. It's December. We're going to come back for the start of February in our OKS, like for our actual OKS save. We'll be back for the start of February, so I can talk to you guys through all the January transfers we've done, who's gone where, and all that kind of stuff. And I've brought in December already, I brought in 2 or 3 very, very spicy players that I never thought would come and play for OKS, but they're here. They're playing amateur football, by the way, so very, very excited. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up our World Cup episode. I love you guys, and we'll be back soon for episode 9 for our OKS save. I hope you guys enjoy. Champion du Monde, France. Good job. All right, guys, bye.